Morning, everybody. Uber Lady Charlotte, and it is Tuesday morning on my way to work. But I had to tell you about a funny thing that happened last night to me, and maybe some of you can understand where I'm coming from. Last night, I picked a lady up from the airport. Now, I'm gonna tell you something I don't like. It's when passengers try to be so slick and they think they're running game on you. You know, what I mean by that is, I leave the Uber lot that was slam packed full. 9 flights were coming in. I saw them in the sky. Anyway, slam packed full. I get a ping, and I'm up at the front in Zone D. Well, there's only one lady standing in Zone D, and she's looking, we already talked, so I'm not her car. Just one person in Zone D. So, I was angry, because I have to call the passenger, then put my phone number in, and then wait on them to patch me through. But I knew I couldn't stay in the airport Zone D too long, because they make you keep moving, which I understand for security reasons. I got that. So I called this lady, and I asked her, where is she, because I don't see her. And then she tells me, oh, is that you right there? I said, where? Right there. Right. I said, what color is my car? Because I don't feel like playing with her, right? So I said, what color is my car? I said, ma'am, I have to go around. Okay, but why? I said, ma'am, I have to go, because the guy now tapping on my window. So I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm getting ready to leave. So I said, ma'am, you can either wait on me to come back around, or you can call somebody else. She's like, but I'm right here. So I put the car in drive. And I'm only waiting on traffic to let me out, because they can pretty much squeeze you out in that airport. They don't care nothing about letting you out, especially them cab drivers. They don't give a damn. So while I'm trying to get out, this lady finally, I see her coming down the escalator. She just happened to catch my eye because she had a bunch of bags coming down the escalator, and she rushes out, and she's trying to get in the car in front of me. And then, but they don't know who she is, so they won't open the door. So finally, I tap the horn, and I tell the guy, point to the lady and say, I think that's my customer. So he tells her, to come over here. So she finally comes over to the car, and she's like, Kimberly? And I said, yes. And then I called her name. I can't remember what it is now. I called her name. All right. So she's like, and I didn't open the trunk, because to me, her bag wasn't big enough to go in the trunk. So I didn't open the trunk. So she's like, I think I need to put my bag in the trunk. I said, no, you don't have to. If you want, you can stick it in the back seat with you. It'll fit. Again, I was tired, and already you done tried to play this game like I'm stupid. But you don't realize I'm just really being nice to you until I didn't want to be nice anymore. All right, so now I popped the trunk so she could put her bag in the trunk. Then she gets in the back seat with her bag. So I say, you change your mind about the back seat? Okay, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. On them days where I don't feel like being nice, I could be a real bitch. But I was trying to hold it in the road. It was a struggle, but I was trying. So I said, you don't want to put your bag in the trunk now? She's like, oh no, I'm just going to hold it back here with me. I said, well, can you shut the trunk? She's like, oh, okay. So she get out and she shut the trunk. Now, I probably didn't get a 5-star rating. It's okay. I don't care. In that particular case, I didn't care. So she gets in the car, and we're headed on our way. We're going downtown, and she's talking on the phone to her daughter the whole time. I mean, I'm glad she is, because when she was talking to me, she was sarcastic. I was being sarcastic. It was just a bad mix. I could tell she was tired from her flight. I was tired from working all day. And then I had to deal with the football crowd. It just wasn't a good day for me yesterday. All right, so she gets on the phone. I'm glad she's not talking to me anymore, because I need to calm down, because I could tell I was getting more and more frustrated. Because her answers were sharp and smart aleck. Even when I wasn't fighting with her or, being sarcastic with her, she was still just stab. I mean, I don't take too many more of these damn stabbings before I say something. So we get down. She's talking to her daughter named Kiana. Well, I have a daughter named Kiana. That's the daughter that recorded the cartwheel for me. That's Kiana. So we're getting on downtown. And she's steady on the phone talking to Kiana about her grades, and if the teacher gives you less than an A, then I'm going to raise a whole bunch of hell, and I'm going to raise enough hell to get you an A. But I'm thinking to myself, if your daughter doesn't deserve an A, she doesn't deserve an A. But here I'm looking at a parent plot and plan against a teacher who may be given a fair grade. However, her daughter Kiana had been so busy with things that she didn't have enough time to really study when she took this test. So her mother was going to go in there and rant and rave and scream at this teacher until she, raised her grade, which I didn't care too much for that anyway. So that pushed me further into Festivityville. It had nothing to do with me, but I didn't like the unfairness of that. All right, so she's talking on the phone to Kiana the whole time. We get downtown Charlotte. We get in front of the Marriott, I think it's Marriott Courtyard. I pull over, and I'm waiting on her to get out the car, and she's still talking on the phone. Now, I'm like, okay, lady, this is it. Because I decided I'm going to cut off the app and go home. All right, so I'm sitting there, and she's still talking on the phone. She says, oh, do I need to get out? I searched for a nicer way to say hell yeah, but the sarcasm came back. I say, well, yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, Kiana, I gotta go. I gotta get out of the Uber. She wants me to get out. So I'm looking at her through the rearview mirror. She's still talking on the phone. I'm like, okay, here we go. How do you get a crazy person out your car? So I'm like, I could resort back to some of those things that I had suggested to you guys, but I'm like, nah, that's on a serious note. It's a real serious person I do all that stuff to. So I said, okay, I'm going to do what she's doing. So I pick up the phone. I call my daughter, Kiana. And I'm talking loud. Hey, girl, what you doing? Hey, honey. Oh, okay. So where you at now? What you doing? So I'm drowning out her conversation. So fine, she actually leans up, puts her hand over the phone and say, do I need to get out of the car? I said, yes. Do you need me to help you carry your bags to the door? She said, oh, no, I got it. Kiana, I got to go, Kiana. I said, yeah, Kiana. Okay. She said, oh, your daughter named Kiana? I said, yes, it is. So you talking to your Kiana, I'm sitting here talking to my Kiana. So she was like, oh, okay, no, I'm getting out. Finally, she get all her shit and she get out the car. And I'm thinking, you actually asked me, do I need to get out? I mean, you're not going home with me. We're not going to dinner. We're not going to party. We're not going to have a few beers together. Get your ass out my car so I can go home. I felt like the New Orleans levee about to break. I was about, as my little sister say, I was about to combust. Now, combust is better, is worse than busted. I was about to combust. But I couldn't quite put my finger on why. I was just irritated. I don't know. It was just a bad day. So anyway, I had to tell y'all that story. Man, them customers, they don't surprise me. Some of them, they just don't surprise me. But I will say, my two other customers, they were really nice. So, at any rate, I'm going to go get ready for this job, prepare myself mentally. I need a little bit of quiet time before I get on this job. I need to center myself. And do y'all do that? You got to prepare yourself mentally. Like, I don't have the radio on. I'm talking to y'all, but normally I don't talk on the phone. I just have to prepare myself mentally. Because my real job, things change at the drop of a dime. So, oh boy. All right, I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Bye.